Hello everybody, this is 13 with Superior Mobile by 13, and today we have Eric's 2017 Dodge Charger RT back in the shop. You may remember this vehicle back when I did the headlight build on this bad boy a couple months ago, and they are still amazing and fantastic. And today we did the audio system. Well, not really today, but you know what I mean. I finished it up. And so we're going to start with the unexciting thing first, which is just the amplifier. All we did back here was mount the amplifier of choice, which in this case was the AudioControl LC-1.800, and it is mounted just to a big trim out board. As you can see, it just fills out. I don't know if you can see that. So basically this is just as simple and quick and easy as possible. Obviously the seats will still close no problem and cover it all up, and we'll never even know it's there. But now you've seen that, so let's talk about something really cool now. I'm gonna try and take advantage of this wonderful lighting that we have right now because we've got a tropical storm coming around here, so everything's all nice and wet. But we will open up this bad boy. First and foremost, obviously, as you can see, the trunk lid doesn't whoosh all the way up, and that is because it is sound deadened, which is nice. But alrighty, here we go. My goodness, ta-da. I am so super pleased and happy with the way this thing came out. It is two Arc Audio Arc Series 10-inch subwoofers. Other than the obvious just wow, beautiful aesthetics of the thing, devil is always in the details, and that is what I excel in. I did all of the paint work on this. As you can see from the reflection there, it is immaculate. I'm super pleased with the way that paint came out. It is the OEM paint code, so it is just OEM paint. And let's go just, I guess, detail by detail. We have a 1/4-inch round over right there that is flushing in the subs, so they're like kind of recessed mounted, but not really. As far as this outer trim right here, this is perfectly formed and press fit into position. It is in a charcoal trunkliner material, which matches, and as you can see, it goes all the way up to the top, and it follows, it trims out all the way. It is also held in by a series of magnets down there and two very large magnets, one up there and one up there, so it is very secure. On the sides I did these little ribs. These are flush mounted in here. One thing that I really don't like that I see in a lot of trunks is it's just very straight lines, and so this actually, as you can, I don't know if you can really tell, but it comes out and it curves back in and moves around, and so this edge right here is not a straight line in 2 dimensions, and that's really important to me because this is flushed in, it's recessed in, but it looks appropriate, and that's the whole idea, is if you do your job right, it'll just look like it belongs. And this also is just a rounded, and it's kind of a sharpened point. It's a lot of detail in this that I know that the camera's not going to pick up, and that's totally fine. As for our other trim piece right here, that's all coated in a nice clean black vinyl. I did a little accent there. I've got a 45-degree chamfer on there and a 60-degree chamfer on the inside, as well as this other panel, which I've got a nice 1/2-inch gap in between there, and this has a 45-degree chamfer and my logo flushed in. This is just a 1/4-inch acrylic that's got my logo behind it that I tried to print with my printer. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit more vibrant of a color to match the green. It's really similar, but you know, like whatever. Just to do a nice little subtle signature on my build, on my creation, my piece of artwork that I'm super proud of. As for an overall design theme, what I was kind of shooting for on this one, I had a free open canvas that the client gave me. He said, just do whatever you want, I trust you, which I love those situations. All he requested that it have some green in the trunk. So what I was kind of feeling was like, I wanted it to be like if you ripped open the trunk and peeled it open, then you would see like the body color, which is right there. So it's kind of like its innards, its guts. But then I also kind of put those on the outside like little ribs. So, you know, it's still got some teeth to it, some animalistic characteristics. And this is almost entirely made out of just curves from Mobile Solutions. So it's a number 2, a number 4, and a number 6 curve. And what I was trying to replicate was, if you look at the tail light styling, it continues through like that. And then if you looked at the door panels have these just nice elongated curves and then these vertical ones there. And so that's kind of where I stole that curve from, is just a little bit of that curve. Do you see the similarities? Right. So that was really pretty much it. And I knew that I wanted something popping up in the middle, and I knew that I wanted a lot of depth. There are gaps here. I got a 1/2-inch gap between that and a 1/2 inch gap between that. So it really gives it a nice, good, deep look, even though it's technically only 1.5 inches deep. Other than that, it sounds really amazing. The box is tuned properly. It is a very tight sound. They're 10s, so you know, we're not going for some deep, gut-wrenching bass on this type of setup. We're really just kind of going for nice, tight response. Pricing and product information for this build will be in the video description, so be sure to check that out. I don't do a lot of audio systems, but boy, this is exactly the type of work that I like. Nice, blank, artistic, empty canvases that I get to play with, where the clients already know me and trust me, and I get to play and have fun. And this was a lot of fun. I logged 22 hours to do this entire construction, start to finish, so that included deadening the trunk lid itself, the amplifier installation, tuning, all that, blah, blah, blah. Time well spent, if you ask me, and honestly, I think it's just a really great bang for the buck sort of performance. This is 13 with Superior Mobile by 13. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya!